Wisbom here from the band BlackPalle, and you're listening to Nightmares with Malice Cooper. Woohoo! Yeah, first of all, we just released our first album, Get It Now, BlackPalle, BlackPalle. Why BlackPalle? Because it's the purest and most dearest heavy metal music you have ever listening to in your whole wide world. Yeah, it's so pure that Rob Halford say, "You fucking guys, stop ripping us off." Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about, but nobody does either. Yeah, 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 yeah. What the hell? How's the tourist going? Well, our tour is going very well because we don't have any tours. Never had, never will. Because this fucking Corona, COVID-19, pestilent disease as the spring nations down has make us impossible to tour. Because we are all ass open, not in the gay way, musicians that have to go to job very regularly, and we don't have any money, so fucking Baltic tour, everything went wrong, and that's why Jari Sillanpää is the only man that knows what it's like to be accused of something that you're innocent of. Well, our first album, the sales are going great. What I've heard, it has sold 0 pieces and has made it impossible for us to have any kind of profit from it. But for now, it has cost us only 15,000 euros. So we are very pleasantly looking forward to those gigs we would maybe have. I'm just pulling your leg. No, it's only couple thousand euros what that shit made us. And by the way, our next album is coming very soon, maybe like in a year or something like that, because we are very productive band. Although we haven't rehearsed or done anything as a band now for over a year, because the band guys are doing something else, and they are very, well, I can't say that. They are very into metal and eat and shit it and don't done anything but BlackPalle and their basement all night long. We have thousands of songs, none. Thousands of songs. One is called Satan Wants You Dead, and one is called I don't know what it's called, but it's very good song. It's got a catchy riff like da 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 da. It's something that you have never heard anywhere, never before. It's totally new. I will take you a small piece of it again, so just so you can get how unique it is. Ta 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 ta. Very unique, very catchy, and I think it's gonna be a hit or maybe a miss. We don't know. And that song is called "Lick My Love Pump." It's the first ballad that we're gonna do, and everybody's want us to do it, and we will deliver. Lick our love pump, da 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 da. And we have a very special guest star also visiting us from this very special track. It's called Michelangelo Battio. And if you don't know who he is, then you're a fool, because he's maybe the greatest, if not the greatest, guitar player in the world. He's so fast, furious, that you don't even the high-tech, high-speed cameras don't follow his arms. They're so fast. He's faster than the speed of lightning. He's faster than I. He's faster than everything. He's so ridiculously fast that his visit in our song is so fast that you won't even notice it. That's just how fast he is. He just in and out, in and out. Yeah, Badio. I love that guy, and I must say I respect him very much because he's one of my greatest, if not the greatest. Well, not the greatest. Richie Blackmore's the greatest, but very great guitar hero. And I've noticed that all my heroes, they for some reason they wear wigs. Paul Stanley wigs, Gene Simmons wigs, Richie Blackmore he has a wig. Joe Turner wig, man. Everybody has a wig. What the fuck is with the wigs? I don't get it. Slash. I think he has a wig, but maybe not. That might be even natural. Kirk Hammett wig. Wig. He says it's Rogaine. I don't believe it. I tried Rogaine when I was 24 because Kirk said, "Yeah, I used to have a balding issue, but when I used to start Rogaine, yeah, my hair is full as a pussy of a 50-year-old or 60." Okay, maybe I'm talking about little, but this was just a test starting, just to get the flow of it. So I'm gonna hang on now. Bye bye, listeners. Paul Wiesbaum from BlackPalle here again. That was a catchy tune. I always liked that kind of pure hard rock metal guitar solos and shit. And of course, that was Cranberries or some pussy shit that just played before, and this is edited sound kind of wrong, but well, life is life gets. Anyway, when I was in Nam back in '79, it was a hard place to be because I wasn't even born then. But well, that's the thing when you have these out of body experiences. You can be wherever you want to be, and I was in Nam in '78, and we got a bad call with Charlie, and it wasn't just basic recon mission. Me and the boys, we were in the jungle and having some sausages with the campfire and just shooting some birds with and just having fun. Then there came these fucking BC guys. There was like 12 of them, and they start shooting with us with their AKs and shit like that. And we were like, what the fuck? And we had to kill them all with just a couple of grenades there, and there was blood and gutter all over the place. And we were like, oh shit. But then we realized, hey, now we can have raw sausage in Vietnamese way. So we took their what the hell is swali, and and then we put the dead Vietnamese what was left. It was just like a hamburger, meat. What was left of them after the grenades, and put them in their own intestines, and then make sausages, and then grill them with our campfire. And boy, I must say it tastes like a rat. Vietnamese sausage not good, not good. It tastes like a rat. But anyway, our new album, well, maybe it comes, maybe it not come, but it's on working. We are in a songwriting process right now, and it's very difficult with us because we're also very creative people, and it's like me and Pastori. We are throwing back ideas, and he has a riff there, and I have a riff there, and then he just combines them and makes them a song, and then hey, well, you can make a song. There's a topic, and I was all right, and then I have some lyrics, and he's like, yeah, this is good, this is not, and we toss it around, and it's a process. It's a process, but well, it's doing. But we have to understand we are not millionaires or not even thousandaires. We're very broke dudes, and the reality is that we have very limited resources to do this. We are not like Winter Sun, who can dream about their headquarters and $1 million and shit like that. No, to make time to. We don't need that. We can do records with small budget, but it just takes more time, and that's why the pre-production and training and all the songwriting. We don't want to waste time recording songs that are not as good as they should be, because everyone can record shit. We only want to record the best of what we can do. So that's we don't demo 40 songs and then pick 10. We only demo the 10 songs that we are gonna record, and the 30 songs they drop off before the record, because our band it's like rehearse, and that's the way to happiness. And that's why we haven't played many live gigs, but what we have played have been good, because we have trained so much. We are sick trainers. We have at least once a week a couple of hours that we all of our songs and maybe some more, and then the tossing around it's by internet, but it's mostly also in the training facilities, aka Pastoris Garage. So yeah, that's kind of that shit, and yeah, influence as well. We are basic metal band, heavy rock. I don't know. We are we are not the hardest. We are just doing what we like. And well, first of all, when we started, we had no expectations. Me and Pastori met at a bar and take a few drinks and start talking about that. It would be nice to have a metal band. And metalhead as I am, I would think so. I always have tried to find the players around me where I can be myself. But it's always, I haven't been in many bands, Kings of Satan, Dynamation, but there's been always something that uh, it just hasn't worked. So Pastori said, well, let's try that. He has few drifts and a couple of songs that we could try, and let's just try. And well, one Sunday I get to the training place, and boys were there, and out of the blue we tried, and they were like, maybe, and off we go. And next week, then we'll come again, and well, then it's next week, and someday we have a band. We need a name. We didn't even have a name. We had a couple of songs, but we didn't have a name. And there was many ideas, but Pastori was no. There's a band like that, and no that name, but that's already been used. And always there was a band like that. And then he heard about BlackPalle, which was a name that one friend of mine who's just recently passed away, uh, invented, called Ykä. Uh, it was a name that when we would used to get drunk and play guitar and Iron Maiden and records and shit, and you are BlackPalle. He used to say that, and that was because I was so bad in playing, and my solos were like Slayer solos. BlackPalle plays Slayer solos. So that was like a bad name of an imaginary one-man band that never did anything. And I was like keeping it for myself because it sounded good. But Pastori wanted it from. So we decided that, okay, let's be BlackPalle. And so that's how the name of the band came, and that was only maybe a year later that our record was already recorded, and my real life boss said to me that I work in a company that's Italian. That, do you know what BlackPalle means in Italian? And I was like, no, well, no, I don't have a clue. I know that black is black, and I know Palle is Palle because it's my name, but I don't know what it's in Italian. well, he just started laughing and said, well, Italian BlackPalle means black balls. Black balls. And now I remember that is one song also that we have on working on uh, BlackPalle, of course, because every band has to have a song name from itself. So ours is BlackPalle, and there's a little sneak piece from it. It's going like this. Black balls, that's our name in Italy. No remorse. This is how it's gonna be. Yeah. First of ever. Only in Malice Cooper you hear this shit. Next time you hear it, it's gonna be a new day has born. Yeah. Rock, rock, rock. Ow! Mainoskatko. BlackPalle, eikö anteeksi? Ei olekaan BlackPalle. No. Paul Weisbone from BlackPalle here again. And you're listening to Nightmares with Malice Cooper. Rocking with the radio. Yeah, yeah. Friday night, alright. But I don't know. Maybe Saturday, not so right. Maybe not. Maybe too. Anyway. Well. Nothing to say. My flow has gone. I don't have anything to say. But let's check if we have some very interesting questions. I have talked scariest thing I done. How did I do? Big feels. What's bad? Vittu. I have always answered all my questions very correctly. Like, those are shitty questions. I answered them already. So, no questions. But training helping Nam, so maybe I should train more this guitar playing process, digging too. Anyway, Digging the Grave, great catchy, great song from Cradle of Filth, but no, it was not Cradle of Filth, it was Faith No More, which I don't have anymore because I have lost my interest in church and I resigned from it almost 10 years ago. Even though I was very baptized as a young boy and went all these church things and wasn't even molested. But, well, not cool. We steal a moped but never get caught, and we also ran from the baptism camp. It was very culty like, but at least they didn't make us drink Kool-Aid, so everything was fine in the end. But I didn't like that kind of religious beliefs that I was raised because, let's be honest, it's very hypocrite and and totally two-faced nose because I can tell you the first who pretends to be the most courageous man and never done it. He's the biggest child molester in the fucking whole church. Always has been, always will be, or done something similar. Very wrong, very wrong. But Jesus loves and God shit and maybe not very politically correct, but 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 but, but that's the truth. And in Finland we have this kind of cult called Lestadiolaiset. Every year, tens of thousands of them they gather around in some field with their camp wagons and mobile homes, and then there's speaker phones and speakers that blast religious ceremony 24/7. It's God this, God that, Bible, Bible, black. And then they go their campers and drink the shit out of them and fuck everything that moves. And the young generation there who are so pure, they go around and where their parents fuck their siblings in the campers, they go and fuck around too. It's like a one big orgy. And this goes around like 10 days, and then they sober up and all they get on homes, and then they beat their wives, and everything is fine again until next year. This very big summer happening that everybody wants to be around, but it's hell. It's hell on earth. And some poor farmers field, they always say we give you very much money, but they completely destroy it and leave only shit and beer bottles. At least today they're cans, but yesterday they were beer bottles. And also this COVID-19 has done that our very national researchers, camp nothing sites, forest ruined. Because stupid city people go there and eat their fucking sausages and leave the wrappers on the nature. I can't stand that kind of ignorance. It's ignorance and stupidity, and we would need some kind of Vladimir Putin here to sort these things out. And why Putin? Because he has nuclear weapons. He can kill them all. I'm not a very political guy, but I have my ways of how this shit works. And maybe the best thing for Finland, not the whole world, but only Finland, is the kind of, how would I say, a closed North Korean style with one selected leader. And I have selected the leader. It's me. Very, very easy. And then all the decisions comes to me, and I will decide on who lives and who dies. Everything is solved. I would say 6 months, we are a very happy nation. 100% happy people. Because all the unhappy people are dead. And this is what it takes, but hey, tough shit means tough measures. Hey, we are only 5 million people. But if there were 2 million happy people, it's better than 5 million not so happy people. You have to think about the statistics. Yeah. What does it have to do with our music? Nothing. It has nothing, absolutely nothing to do about it with our music. But you wanted us to talk about shit. Well, I talk about shit all night, all day, all night long. But one thing I must say, because I'm an atheist, that means I also do not worship Satan. Yeah, I know, I write about Satan's dead and Satan's alive and devil that and devil shit, but yeah, it's just words, and to me lyrics are like games that you have to make, and words that you have to make rhyme with the music, and if it doesn't rhyme with the music, then there's no point. But if it doesn't make sense, well, that's a good point, because if you write so lyrics that everybody gets so first time, well, there's no challenge and it gets boring. You have to put kind of subdimensional messages and shit like that, and I don't know, but all I know that I don't want you to kill yourself, and I don't want Satan to be dead. I want Satan to be alive, and I want you to be alive, so Satan can torment you every night and day of your rest of your life. And then when you're dead, he can torture you the rest of your dead life. Go to hell, bitch. Okay, well, this part of this interview doesn't make any sense. Just agony. Just ask only. Symbia suolisto people. Suolisko. Mikä vittu? Lauletaan vähän. Hei, mä kulta sulle kerroin sulle mussukalta. Mä heitin sulle pikkuhousut lens. Baari Kärpänen, hän on